And we are recording on Facebook Live. Hey everybody, it's Turkey Talk Wednesday. Ready to get to going today? And let me see, got us live on the air there. And so we're going to talk about youth season and where the turkeys are at, and if there's anything special about harvesting or reporting or anything like that. Okay, bud? And then I'll have you on for about 15-20 minutes tops, okay?
Okay.
What's for dinner tonight?
I'm not sure. Church.
All right, hang on for me. I'm going to pot you down for a second. All right. All right, everybody, let's go talk some turkey. All right, welcome to this week's edition of Turkey Talk Radio, brought to you in part by good friends out of Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls out on the East Coast. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old U.S. of A. Hey, Tony. Hey, Rick. Good to see you on Facebook Live over there. We got a fun show for you. Today we're going to be talking with Iowa turkey biologist Mr. Jim Coffey. We got the season opener in Iowa starting this weekend for the kids, and then I'll be at it on Monday. Jim's not going to let anybody else hunt except until I get my bird. He's so nice out there. Everybody on the app, thank you for listening, and don't go anywhere after the show because we're going to talk. I got a couple things I need to run by you. So let's just go ahead and bring our guest on and see how he's doing today, Mr. Jim Coffey from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty windy today.
Oh, it's windy. You know what? I'm actually glad I'm not hunting today. It's crazy. So I would hate to see what my decoys would be spinning, my blind be shaking, and it just wouldn't be a lot of fun, would it? You couldn't hear either.
It would be tough to hear.
It'd be tough to hear. So, hey, I'm excited, man. Can you believe it? It's opening weekend for the kids.
It's coming pretty quick. Yes, it is. Actually, Friday. It starts Friday for the kids.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully everything dries out. We got some rain and snow yesterday. I would imagine that wind's going to dry things up pretty good.
Yeah, we get a little sunshine, and we're dry enough. It'll soak up pretty good. The creek's size out today. The creeks aren't running yet. There's just some puddles, and I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. Hey, where are the turkeys at right now in Iowa, Jim?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about. They're out doing their turkey things. They're always on the landscape.
Where are they at in the breeding cycle?
Yeah. Oh, so as far as breeding cycle, they're getting ready.
Yeah.
Still seeing groups of hens out there. Still seeing some gobblers doing their gobbler thing, but really not seeing them really pay too much attention with each other yet. But that's going to change a lot here in the next 10 days. So we'll start seeing hens breeding and laying eggs here in the next week or so, which will lead up to a peak hatch of around May 7th to 10th.
Yeah.
In a typical year.
Well, that's good. What did you say that the nesting cover, the ground temp needs to be for the hens start looking at it laying?
Well, there's really no temperature that drives them. It's day length.
So it's all photo period, no matter what the temperature is.
Yeah, photo period, and then it can shift a little bit with green up. Weather. Obviously, if it's warmer, they'll get a little more inkling, a little faster because the green up will come on. But it's really day length that's what drives them.
Okay. All right. I know I'm going to get out there, and I'm just going to start. I'm going to get out there and just. I'm going to probably, Philip and them guys always say they want to be the sexiest hen. That the first time that that's the first thing they see or they hear is that hen out there. They want to be the sexiest. But I'll be honest with you, Jim. I got my Rupert's call here. I'm just going to get out there and just. I'm just going to get out there and see how that goes. I'm going to take it easy at first, I think.
Yep, just got to let them know you're there.
Yeah.
The males are going to be pretty worked up starting Monday, so that testosterone level is ramping up on them. The females, of course, drive the breeding, but the males are going to be out there doing their display. But if no hens are coming to them, they might start to wander a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to start with a Jake Strutter and a lay down breeding hen, and I'll probably have that pruning hen DSD's got out, and that'll probably be my setup for the. I'm only going to get to hunt a couple days, and then I got to get to Kansas. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I think the extended forecast looks pretty good. Hey Jerry, hey Todd, thanks for watching today. Appreciate that. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I think the forecast is looking good after this wind dies down today. We're going to go into some sunshine and some warmer days and some, cooler nights, but not really cold nights, especially in southern Iowa. So it's going to ramp up really fast. You better have your lawnmower ready to go.
Yeah, I already actually mowed once already. I had some tall grass in the yard, little patches here and there I had to take care of. Hey, what is there anything new this year on the tags or how we report or anything that DNR needs for analytics or anything?
No, not anything like we saw the change with the deer tag. So you're still going to use your same transportation tag. Has to be affixed to the bird after you harvest the bird within 15 minutes, and then of course you have to put the reporting tag on after you finish your report, which is mandatory in Iowa. You have to report that harvest, and that's one way that we keep track of the active hunters and the number of birds harvested.
So we're out there. We got our optics up, and we're looking, and we got a strutter out there, and hey Joe Calhoun, how's it going? Howdy, howdy. We got a Tom out there, and Philip Vanderpool. You know Philip, right?
I do not know that name.
You don't know Philip? He's like one of the most famous turkey hunters in the country. He's a little 4 foot nothing, and he's in the hunting Hall of Fame. He used to be with Hunter Specialties. He's got his own show now called The Virtue and Legend of the Outdoors. But anyway, Philip's always notorious for, yeah, I just think that old sad daddy buck needs another year. I just don't know if he's. I think I might let him go, folks. I don't know if he's 4 or 5. So when you're out there, is there any unequivocal way or any positive way that you can age a bird is because spur length is it spur length more than the beard length because a 2-year-old could have a pretty good rope, right?
Yeah, and so most people would look at spur length as being the best indicator of age, but it's not an exact science. Some of that can be genetics.
Yeah.
But beard length in Iowa in most states is going to be determined usually by the time they're a 2-year-old to a 3-year-old bird. That beard has reached its maximum length, and then that beard will actually wear on the ground as they're walking or as they're going through the brush. So in Iowa, to get a beard that's 10.5 inches is pretty standard. And that's a pretty good gauge. And of course, looking at that full tail, if they're strutting and you see those full tail feathers, that's an indication it's a 2-year-old plus bird.
So do spurs keep growing the longer they live?
Yep, absolutely.
They do?
There's actually a bone inside that comes off the leg, and then it's got a fingernail type substance, a cuticle that grows on the outside. But and it's a generalistic amount of growth each year. But you can't say that, that's a 3-year-old bird or that's a 4-year-old bird based on spur length.
All right, so you can't get your glasses out and say, I don't know, that might be just a 4-year-old. I mean, to me, they're all good. If they're legal, they're all good to me, Jim. But
the beauty is for most turkey hunters that they're gobbling coming in, that's not good birds.
Yeah. So Tony wants to know, how will the eclipse affect the birds?
Not at all. So, it's going to affect wildlife in general because it's going to seem odd to them. Something's going on. They're out working and doing what they do, and all of a sudden it gets dark. And so what you typically see is the small birds, the robins and those types of birds, become very quiet, and they'll just go roost in the trees. The adult turkeys are probably just going to just kind of hunker down in the grass and try to figure out what's going on. Some of them might work their way back to the timber. Occasionally they might fly up into a tree, but it's going to be so short-lived it's really not going to impact their movements or their behaviors much.
All right, John wants to know, what about gray in their beards? What does that help identify age?
No, we're trying to get that Grecian formula out there for them so they don't feel too old, but no, it does not. Gray in the beard is the color of the keratin, because that beard hair, and I use air quotes, is actually a feather.
Right.
And so it can have some gray in it, sometimes based upon nutrition, sometimes just other issues that are going health-wise with them. And some of it's just genetics. Some beards are just different colors than most. We tend to think of most of them being dark, obviously. But you'll see some of that gray coloration, or even some reddish brown coloration in a few birds.
Okay, that's a great answer. So, I don't think I've ever asked you that. John said, "Awesome, thank you." So he appreciates that. I got to tell you, it does as the season goes. Does the I mean, the toms are ready to go all year. I mean, if the hens were ready to go all year, I think the toms, because I hear toms gobbling and see toms strutting all throughout the year in the winter and everything else. So, I think I've asked you this before. How many, if a hen will come or get receptive to a tom again, if her if her eggs become not viable, or if something gets in there and ruins her nest, she's going to keep trying to mate and re-nest, right? Up to like 8 or 9 times.
Well, usually three to four times is kind of the
Okay.
maximum that's been documented. Now, with the new technology you have with GPS transmitters, we probably in the old days weren't documenting all the nests that hens were laying.
Okay.
Because you just can't tell until they really start to settle in that they have a clutch. But if we look at general turkey biology, the general mode is that they can be bred once and they can actually store that semen and to fertilize all their eggs. Now, some of the research we're doing now is we're actually looking at the clutches of eggs after they've hatched. We'll scrape them for DNA to look to see, is it one male or multiple males contributing to that nest. And so chances are that female breeds many times, but she really only needs one breeding cycle to store that semen for that nesting period.
I got you.
Now, if they're nesting clear into July, yeah, they've probably been bred again and bred multiple times. But we really don't know. We have that old thought process of like, one bull in the pasture does all the breeding, and I don't think that's true by any means. But we don't know how much contribution is going on by other males into that nest. There's even some speculation too that some of the adult hens are dump nesting eggs on other nests. So with this DNA technology, we'll be able to look at how many females are contributing to a nest as well.
Oh, you might have more than one hen on a clutch.
Yeah, well, we see that in other species where you'll get birds that will dump eggs in other nests and then go have their own nest, and that's a strategy to make sure that at least some of your eggs survive.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, wood ducks are the notorious one that does that. Red-headed ducks do it too. The canvasbacks. We don't know with turkeys, so it's something that we're going to hopefully with some of this work we're doing with Iowa DNR and in conjunction with the University of Tennessee, look at some of these DNA analysis.
Huh. Well, that's crazy. What about now? So if that hen, when she gets bred once, so she just when the tom's gobbling, she just doesn't go to him anymore. She just feeds and does her own thing.
No, the birds are very social, and of course there's safety in numbers. So
Right.
she's going to tend to be around that gobbler and really not pay attention to him. But they're going to want to stay in a flocked situation because multiple eyes make for better detection of predators. But eventually during the day, whenever that time hits, she's going to just kind of wander off to the side and disappear, and nobody's going to know she's gone, lay her egg, and then probably come back to the group again.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll see those bigger groups of hens and gobblers, all day long. But if you really watch, a hen leaves, another hen comes back, another hen leaves, another hen comes back. They kind of, they want to be social until that time of incubation, and then once they go to that nest, they don't want to be social. They're going to stay with that nest, and they're going to be pretty isolated.
What have you? I'm sure you've been out scouting and glassing and listening. What are you seeing out in the field right now?
Yeah, seeing lots of hens together. It's the males and females are still basically separated. What I've been seeing is you're seeing 2 or 3 gobblers gobbling out on a hillside, standing around looking at themselves, and you'll see 3 or 4 hens, a few hundred yards away, just like, what are they doing over there?
Right.
And so they're just separated. They're getting ready for the dance to start. The males, like you said, they gobble basically year round, but 90% of that's for themselves. It's showing off. It's getting their pecking order in place. It's just males puffing their chests up and showing off, but the ladies really don't care.
So if you see a lot of hens still grouped up right now, if you get out there, your chances of maybe calling a tom hen's pretty good right now.
Well, you just got to remember that nature says the hen's going to go to the tom.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm going to try and convince them, Jim.
Yeah, well, that's right.
I'm going to start a conversation, Jim.
And that's why we call them, because those males are going to say, I want to stay in one place.
Yeah.
But if the hens aren't receptive and aren't coming to them, those males will start to wander.
Yeah.
And we really see that later in the post seasons, in the 3rd and 4th seasons in Iowa, because the majority of those hens should be on nests.
Yeah.
And so that male has to start looking and gobbling more because he's trying to find those females, the last few females that want to breed before the cycle's over.
Yeah. Hey, NBH, good to see you, buddy. No, I'm excited, man. I think I was a little worried about 4th season with it being so warm so quick, and then we got cold again. So maybe 4 seasons gonna, usually third and fourth seasons are really good. They're one of I bow hunt everything, so I hunt all 4 seasons unless I get done. But third and fourth seasons can be a lot of fun.
Well, a lot of people like third and fourth season in Iowa because you got your weekends, and then we know that turkeys have tremendous eyesight. So usually by the time fourth season rolls around, we've got a lot of green up, and that actually helps us as hunters be a little more unidentifiable in the woods. You go out Monday morning, it's going to be pretty open in the woods in most places.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, anything for the kids before I let you go?
No, just, we always talk about being safe, and measured success really isn't putting a tag on a bird. It's just enjoying every day that you're out there. So I hope everybody has great success this season.
Yeah, I imagine you're going to be out there working. I probably shouldn't even try calling you on Saturday, huh? You'll probably be out and about, aren't you?
Saturday, I'm not sure what we're doing yet. So I actually have an NWTF banquet up in Boone on Saturday night that I'm going to attend.
Okay.
And I don't do any enforcement, so I'll probably be out just driving around myself personally, just looking to see who's out and about, maybe run into a few people.
I don't even know who I got booked on Saturday, Jim. If we get an opening, I might call you and just have you do like a field report or something.
Absolutely, yep. I'm always available in the mornings.
You're good about that, Jim. That's what I love about you. So
I have no life.
Hey, you have no life? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. You could be in radio. Then you really would have no life. I'm telling you. All right, buddy. Listen, if someone wants more information about Iowa, turkey hunting, anything like that, what's the best resource for them?
Best thing is to go to iowadnr.gov. Check out our pages there. And if you got anything specific, you can always give me a call at our office at 641-774-2958. We'll certainly discuss anything we can about turkeys with you.
Yeah, John Calhoun said to tell you thank you for all the info, Jim.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right. Hey, buddy, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
See you later, Dan.
Thank you, buddy. There he goes, my buddy Jim Coffey from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, the DNR. Hey, let me take a break. Got some lot of stuff to talk to you about when we come back. I just got to find where'd my thing go? There it is. We'll be right back. I only got 3 or 4 spots I need to play, so don't go anywhere. No flippy floppy, and we'll get on it.
OnX Hunt helps hunters be more successful in the field each season with maps of all.
What's up, everybody?
And a fully functional GPS without service. The app, trusted by over 6 million users, has just released a bunch of new features to help you on your next hunt. New aerial imagery options like leaf off, recent imagery updated every 2 weeks with historic look back, and imagery on demand. On top of that, OnX is reinventing the trail camera market by syncing your hunt app with multiple cell camera manufacturers.
Don't go nowhere. We got a couple big announcements to make.
Photos. You can also now view your maps in Dash when driving to your next hunting location. These are just a few of the many updates OnX has for this hunting season. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership. Try OnX Hunt free for 7 days or go to onxmaps.com/hunt and use code X for 20% off your new OnX Hunt membership.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house
What's up, Jake?
Giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting.
What's up, Blaze?
Folks who like to hunt.
Hey, I heard you won a turkey chair today. Congratulations.
All types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment.
Oh, Pure Whitetail
carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from
You're welcome. I'd be happy about that myself.
Cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577.
Last one.
That's 515-331-1577.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Game Hide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
All right, welcome back to Turkey Talk Radio, brought to you in part by good friends out at Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. So instead of waiting until the end of the show like I normally do, I thought I'd throw this out there for everybody on Facebook. I know it's dinner time and everybody's driving and going out there, so you can always listen back if you missed it. So I wanted to do something. You know how I love doing contests and stuff, right? So I got a couple things you're gonna absolutely go crazy over. I did a short video the other day. You know, we got a 3-day walleye fishing trip that we're going to give away this year up to Lake Winnebagosh. That's up in Minnesota. That's where I go walleye fishing. Great big old walleyes up there, and we're going to do that and give that away June, July, August. So we'll give that away at the end of August. Now, that's not the only fishing trip we're going to do. I talked to Chad, and he gave me a 2-day, 2-night cabin. For someone to go up and go ice fishing in January, so in 25. So we'll have an ice fishing contest, and I got some stuff from Trika coming out. I can't tell you about it right now, but it's going to be phenomenal. So just if you love to fish, you're going to have 2 contests this year, which is really nice. I wanted to do something for my turkey hunters. Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Call. I love Todd Rupert. He's became one of my best friends. Larry and I met him up in Pennsylvania a couple years ago. That's why we partnered with him. Rupert's Roost and Peace. This is the slate call. I wanted to do something for Todd because I really haven't done a special or a promo or anything for Todd this year. So here's what I'm going to do. And I try to make this easy on my listeners too. I try to make it where it's not 100,000 people trying to win something all at once. So here's what we're going to do. If you go to Rupert's Roost and Peace TurkeyCalls.com, or if you go look them up on Facebook, Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls on Facebook, the first 10 people that order a call, you can get a pot call, you can get a mouth call, you can get well, you know what? Let's do a friction call or a box call, okay? Because this is gonna be worth it. The first 6 people the first ones that do this, that order and get a call, and Todd's going to send me the order starting right now, okay, 5 o'clock on April 3rd. The first 6 people that order that call is going to get a brand new Weeby knife. This is these really, really beautiful collapsible replacement blade knives that you can use for skinning your turkeys, your bear, your deer, whatever. Now this is the one of the bigger ones. We're going to be giving away the ones called the hunter knives, which is just a hair smaller. So this thing's for grizzly bears. I got in my hand right here. But Chad and all the gang at Weeby Knives were really nice about this. So we're the first 6 people that order either a friction call or a box call for Mr. Todd Rupert at Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. You're going to get a free knife. Okay, that's going to come straight from Weeby once I get the order. Now, for everybody else in the contest, I'm going to draw a winner. Once we get to 10, I'm going to shut it off, and somebody is either going to win a couple of DSD decoys or DSD Decoys actually just came out with a bino harness system that has a decoy bag pack attached. I'm going to give you your choice of either a couple hen decoys or that bino harness and decoy bag setup. Okay, that's going to be the grand prize. And for the other 4 people, I might do for the other 4. I might do like a $10 gift card to Sportsman's Warehouse. I'll do that. Okay, that way the first whoever doesn't win. How am I going to do that? The first 6 people is going to get a knife. Okay, so I'm going to take. I'll still keep you in the big drawing, so that's fine. But whoever doesn't win, if you got a knife, I'm going to take you out of the second chance. That's fair. Because everybody's going to get a really nice knife. The other 4 people aren't. So you'll have a 1 in 4 chance at a $10 gift card to Sportsman's Warehouse. How's that? Is that fair? I think that's fair. That way everybody's got a chance of winning something. You're going to be a winner already because you're going to have one of the best homemade turkey calls you ever had in your life. I love these calls. Larry McCoy said these are the best calls he's ever ran. And I'm just telling you, I love them. And you will love them too. So that's the big announcement. We're going to do that. That's a special deal that I didn't even know that I was going to do until yesterday. So I just I was going to try to figure out something else, but I just didn't. I can't. I don't know if I can pull it off in time, but I know we can do all that. So that's what we're going to do. First 10 people that order from Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey calls either a friction call or a box call. The first 6 people are going to get a Weeby knife, courtesy of the fine folks at Weeby's Knives and the Outdoor Call Radio. The first 10 people you're in the big prize drawing for that DSD vinyl harness and decoy pack, or I'll give you your choice of 2 hen decoys. You get your pick. Whoever I draw is going to get a pick. So it's going to be over $100 for first place. And then the other 4 people that didn't get a knife, you got a shot at still getting a $10 gift card to Sportsman's Warehouse. So how about that? Isn't that a nice? I think that's a neat contest, and I hope you take advantage of it because I want to help my buddy Todd out and just say thank you for being part of the Outdoor Call Radio. He helps me all the time on the radio station, and it's giving back, right? The second thing is the fine folks at Pure Whitetail have a brand new website. They just launched it today, purewhitetail.com. If you go check it out, brand new look. You're going to love it. They're going to have some special things coming out. Go check that out for all your pure whitetail needs, and we're going to be mock scraping it up in style this summer when we get through turkey season, I can tell you that. Don't forget the big outdoor day at the Iowa Cubs. It's going to be May 10th. I've got a bunch of giveaways. I got a 75-quart Grizzly cooler. I got some Trica stuff coming. I've got an Arctic Ice pack to give away, plus some other stuff, and I'm not going to tell you till a couple days before that. It's kind of a surprise. So I got that. Gates open at 6 p.m. Game starts at 7:08. There's post-game fireworks. Andrew and I will both be there. And let's see. We're still going to have the big turkey contest. If you take a 30 or 60-second video of your hunt with a Tacticam camera, you got a chance of winning something nice on that too. So just email me the clips, and I'll put you in the drawing. We'll draw a winner after turkey season's over. And I'll tell you what the prize is later on that. Because I think I'm either going to give. We kind of changed it a little bit, but I'll tell you so you know. All right. Let's see. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, the Midwest Walleye Challenge is going on. That started. Congratulations to Lee White. Lee he won the bait caddy contest that we ran a couple weeks. So congratulations to Lee White at Yale, Iowa. And the MyCatch app, the Midwest Walleye Challenge started March 30th, and it's going on across the Midwest right now. Just download the app on your phone. As soon as I get done turkeying, I'm going to be out there fishing with you. I already recorded my first 0, and I'll let you know if I win a prize or not. I went out to Big Creek, and I got shut out. Fish didn't love me. So all I did was open the app, start the fishing trip, and then I ended it. It did everything else for me. And I didn't go into the money drawing. I went into the free, so I could just win prizes. It was super easy to do. The Midwest Walleye Challenge. Get the MyCatch app on your Apple or your Android, and that's going to be going on until June 30th. They got $70,000 in prizes they're going to be giving away. It's a lot of fun. If you got questions, just message me. All you got to do is if you catch a walleye, just take a screenshot or a picture of that walleye on a bump board so they can record the length, and you upload it to the app and you're done. It's really, really cool and easy to do, and it's a lot of fun. Man, this show went quick. No unknown files tonight. We're probably going to just do best ofs. Buck Talk Radio is going to be next. We're going to probably do best ofs of unknown files until June when I'm done hunting, and then we'll start again. I got a couple nice guests lined up for that already. I want to thank the fine folks at Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, Game Hide Clothing, Flex Fletch, Fourth Arrow, and Game Hide Itasca Footwear for helping me do the shows. And other than that, folks, I'll see you on Wednesday. I got to get out of here because Buck Talk Radio is coming up. Find the fine folks at Woodhaven Deer Calls, and they'll take care of you there. And if you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. Roop it up, Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls. Go take advantage of that deal. It's going to be a heck of a deal if you win. And if you don't win, you're still going to get a great knife for the first 6. Hey there, got a question. Can I have Can I be trivia if I have no idea what that means, Todd? I got to get out of here. I'll answer everybody here. Wait a minute. Oh man, no spooky show. No spooky show. Have a good evening, Blaze. Thanks everybody. I got to go. See ya. Bye.